Nifedipine is a calcium channel blocker used as an antihypertensive very safely in pregnancy. But it also has another very important role to play, and that is as a tocolytic. And nifedipine can be used as an effective tocolytic, especially the oral nifedipine, because it doesn't have to be delivered through an intravenous access, and one can use it as an acute tocolytic by placing it orally and asking the woman to sip it with a sip of water. Now, how much nifedipine do you use for tocolytic? First, immediately one can give her 10 milligrams of nifedipine orally, and we know that the mechanism of action of nifedipine consumed orally would start off in 5 to 10 minutes. Additional 10 milligrams of oral capsule will be given if there is no subsidence of the uterine contraction after 20 minutes. So you keep a watch. It's always better to put the patient onto the electronic fetal monitoring with the Toco probe. And you can monitor the uterine contractions and ask the patient for her perception. If you find that she doesn't have any more contraction now, there is no need of giving an immediate acute dose, but if she has, then we may at the end of 20 minutes give her another 10 milligrams. Of course, if the woman is obese, you may consider giving her a 20 milligram dose subsequently. And this would be repeated every 20 minutes thereon till you reach a maximum dose of 40 milligrams, a maximum dose of 40 milligrams within the first hour. And that would help us in looking at the myometrial contractions, and usually by this dose the contractions would subside. If they do not subside, we can consider parallelly starting on the magnesium sulfate. There's a lot of concern about using nifedipine along with magnesium sulfate, but there is more than enough literature supporting the concurrent use of both these medications. Additionally, there's also a concern that nifedipine may cause acute hypotension. But nifedipine, when administered in a normotensive woman, doesn't cause hypertension. The effect of hypertension with nifedipine is seen in patients who are hypertensive. After you have controlled the acute uterine contractions in the first hour, then 20 milligrams of oral nifedipine is administered every 4 hourly after the uterine activity has subsided and continued up to 48 hours. We also use a different kind of a regimen wherein you give the 10 milligrams of nifedipine and along with that orally give the 20 milligrams of sustained release tablet immediately. And this has given us excellent results, and this can be continued as a twice daily dose for the subsequent 72 hours. Parallelly, you can start maintenance tocolysis along with the use of NSAIDs like indomethacin and the use of natural micronized progesterone for the next at least a fortnight or 15 days. This is the way in which you can administer nifedipine as an effective tocolytic. Remember, never to administer nifedipine sublingually because it gets absorbed very fast and can cause catastrophic hypotension.